muffin belongs everywhere.
But
you ain't gonna get up from that.
are you saying that you want him to put the muffin where the mouth is?
Is it the muffin of madness?
Well, rat hole to rat hole.
A botched mid-air heist results in suitcases full of cash being searched for by various groups throughout the Rocky Mountains. Cliffhanger,
Various
1993. Welcome back to
Yeah, is
Rabbit
that the
Troop
fucking
Sucks.
description?
It
Wait,
is.
was this
That's
what's
one
happened in the
one
Rocky
of the
Mountains?
descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Collin is in Colorado. What?
Well, he was in Denver for work, and he came out.
There's the Denver Mints. He's in the Rocky Mountains. Well, this really is going to hit home for Mike and I. We got Colorado every which way, and it's actually filmed in Italy for most of it. So you got two Italian boys into the mix who know nothing really about actually Italy or cliffhanging.
No. I like that it takes place in Colorado. And they could have easily filmed it in Colorado because Colorado looks like this movie. But they're like, you know what? Could we just go to Italy instead?
And
at some point, someone was like, yeah.
I think part of the trivia was it's cheaper. That if they went there, it was just like way cheaper to film. Like
Got those
Is that what they
tax
told their
breaks in Italy.
accountants?
Well, I think it was partially like housing people too, like housing the crew and filming for a lengthy time. Probably you'd probably get like dope deals.
I guess.
It was probably Sylvester Stallone's like, I'll just buy this.
Right. I mean, having been
house
to
shopping
Italy,
and filming.
Being in Italy wasn't cheaper than being here.
I mean, there was a lot of trivia on IMDb that if it's true or not, it was a lot of Stallone paying for some of this movie out of his own funds. Like he got paid less because a stuntman got more money. He paid $100,000 out of his own pocket to have that rabbit shot. Who was shot in the original film shot?
You $100,000 if you shoot that rabbit.
To have a reshot.
You get too much money
of it, so the rabbit gets away. So yeah, he was like dishing out funds and doing weird stuff. I have no idea.
Hey, I mean, you don't get that executive producer credit without putting up your own scratch.
You sure don't, goddammit.
It's good to see Stallone back in the mix. 93, Demolition Man was the last time we saw him.
Mm-hmm.
He's frozen and angry, demolitioning things.
He's pretty frozen. He's pretty cold in this one.
He's cold here.
That's the Stallone.
Damn.
Let's not go too far. Hey everyone, we're a podcast about obscure, forgotten about, and often overlooked films. It's nice to see you back. Many of you might not know Cliffhanger. Honestly, this may have gone over your radar for many years, and especially if people know Stallone today, it's probably, Rocky, Creed, Expendables. They're probably really not going back to Cliffhanger. But we're in Colorado. We transmit and record from Denver, Colorado. I am Paul. Next to me is Mike. Mm-hmm. Next to Mike is La-Mar. Mm-hmm. Someone's cooking something. And there's Jeremy.
Yo.
And Collin. Mm-hmm. And a lot of hmms. And John Lithgow. With a weird accent.
Hi, John Lithgow.
I'm Eric Qualen. Yes.
I feel like he whips that one out often. That accent, not the whipping out of anything else.
John Lithgow in the studio with us right now, actually.
Oh.
John, you got a cold? You all right?
Good to have you here.
Donkeys. Good gravy donkeys and meatballs. And I want to jump into... before we watched Cliffhanger, we came up with our own little game, and I don't want to trigger anyone, but I do want to be upfront about our little game.
Oh boy,
it was a little drinking game. And,
trigger warning on this. Yeah,
I do want to trigger people.
And,
let's trigger them.
Well, one Mike looked up. There's apparently many drinking games for Cliffhanger, and some of them are just ridiculous. It was just like, if anything, it was like anytime you see snow, anytime he says the word the.
Well, to be honest, what we ended up doing might have been more intense than the ones that I found online.
Well, the one you read had a list of like 17 things that could happen.
Yeah, but each one of those things happened maybe once.
Yeah. Well, ours happened a lot, and ours was we chose any form of damn it being used. God damn it and damn it were used.
Ooh, that's why you guys had so many more than me.
Yeah, and so damn it and God damn it were used, and so this is our damn it a shot, but it's a damn it a shot with a twist of impalement. So
yeah, we added people getting impaled and people falling to their deaths.
I did not add the falling to the deaths. So
it turns out that of all of the people who died, all of them also fell to their death.
Most of the people that fell to their deaths were probably dead before they hit the ground.
We drank anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't want to, the listeners hearing this, we didn't go absolutely crazy.
No, and
but,
don't overconsume.
right.
You know,
And everyone took mass transportation, buses, Ubers, various things, and no one is drinking and driving tonight. And all of our significant others are aware of this. As you can see, we are coherent enough. But
For
don't
now. We still got time.
for now, yeah.
You wait until the rest of the podcast.
Wait till everyone just starts saying "damn it" and we just keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That was Colin's inquiry. Do we keep saying or doing the shots forever?
Yes.
Yeah,
Forever.
it's part of our life.
God damn it.
Damn it!
It's like, I don't have this tattoo on my ass.
Oh, wow.
Wow, a Rabbit Troop Sucks one.
Yeah,
Good show.
It just says "God damn it."
Nice with the Rabbit Troop Sucks logo.
Yeah.
They'll never pin it on us. Yeah. So crazy thing. Jeremy and I saw this movie with some friends over various sleepovers when we were a kid. Or kids, and there are things we remember. Some of it
We
was
were one kid at one point in time.
We
We
fused like Voltron into one, and Jeremy and our friends noticed a lot of the damns used, and primarily "God damn it," because it's just used so many times. And now that we're
God
adults,
damn it.
yeah, we're like, oh my god, that could be a drinking game. And also a lot of weird scenes at the beginning with the character Frank just smiling and laughing during this horrific opening scene. And so I want to give a shout out that, for the love of God, if our childhood friends Russell or Steve ever listen to us, that's who we had a sleepover with. That's who helped pinpoint our cliffhanger views. If you ever listen to this, awesome. Thanks for listening to Rabbit Troop Sucks and shaping our youth into our adulthood that we can no longer escape, which is now Cliffhanger. So, climbing a mountain. We're doing it Rocky Mountain style. That's how we're opening this movie. I'm Cliff. I'm hanging. Cliff the mailman.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Cliff Clavin.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the title of the movie is some dude named Cliff.
That's what this movie's about.
Yeah,
It's,
some dude named Cliffhanger.
it's the biopic of Cliff Clavin.
Oh,
Cliffhanger.
Jeremy, I did not know if you read this, and I God hope this is true. More IMDb trivia was they tried, and clearly you're gonna know Stallone doesn't die in this film. Spoiler, but that he tried to form a sequel, and the sequel was him protecting the Hoover Dam. And this failed, and he tried to resurrect the idea, and it failed again in 2008.
Was the movie supposed to be called God Damn It?
That'd be awesome.
Damn it.
Why is it not happening?
I don't know.
I would still watch
Because he
it.
made Daylight. That's probably like the fucking.
Oh, honestly, you're right, because
The
that's
alternate.
basically this movie, but in a tunnel.
Well, let's still make this Hoover Dam movie.
Okay.
I vote yes.
There's still time. He's
I
still
know.
around.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
I mean,
Yeah, take a break from the Expendables
No.
14 or whatever the fuck
Right.
you're
yeah,
doing.
stop doing Creed movies
Yeah,
and
right.
get
I
back to your
promise you,
roots.
if it's a Max exclusive release, I will watch it the weekend it comes out.
I'll go see it in the theater.
I can't promise that.
what
can't-
would the title of that one be called? Just God damn it.
Yeah.
Hooving it,
Cliff hanging around. That's my guess.
cliffhanger adjacent,
Just hanging. Just hanging with Sly.
hanging with Mr. Cooper. That's it. And that's just an episode of Mr. Cooper.
I was about to say, how did the showrunners from the show Hanging with Mr. Cooper feel
It's
about
released
that?
on a
They're fine.
Friday. It's part of the TGIF lineup.
Yeah, they'll take it.
Hell yeah. I miss the TGIF lineup, and I miss Saturday morning cartoons. What's everyone's problem?
Nothing. They're still on.
I mean, not really. I
Are
mean,
they not?
you could access
I
them.
mean, I'm not up on Saturday mornings, but
Saturday morning cartoons ended, like, honestly, like I think officially, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
There's got to be something
really?
on.
No.
They're
if you get up and you throw on like ABC, there's no cartoons.
There might be, like,
No.
there might
no,
be,
you have to go to like Cartoon Network or
yeah,
something.
there might be, like,
Yeah,
a
but cartoon networks
random
cartoons all the
cartoon.
time.
Yeah, there might be, like, a random cartoon, but, like, nothing is made for or designed like that. That's over. Like,
Yeah, that's over.
What,
There's
is, what
mostly,
do
like,
kids
some-
do in the morning now?
Smoke meth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any.
Yeah.
You guys do. What
Drugs and murder.
and then play video games about drugs and murder.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I
Nice.
do.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you
all the rinse and
are you a
repeat.
kid?
It turns out they're just adults now.
Oh, gross. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no TGIF. There's no like Friday lineup for anything.
Well, there's barely TV.
What happened to the past?
Yeah.
It's because people are working through the weekends now.
Well, I mean, there's really like no sitcoms. I mean, there's very, very few sitcoms out there, like anywhere, even on Netflix and stuff like that. Think about like the grandioseness of it all, like Max, Paramount, Netflix, Hulu, all those streaming things, Prime. There's like each one has like maybe a sitcom.
What's on actual TV? Like if you have broadcast TV, what do they show?
It's kind of funny you say that.
SVU.
Yeah,
Damn right it's
Law and
SVU.
Order constantly.
Yes.
You say there's no
That's the thing, though. Like
sitcoms.
anything you can get on regular TV, you get on streaming.
No,
Like,
I
if
know,
you
but like
type whatever you want.
I mean, Paul's mentioning like these long form.
It's all
epic
the stuff
TV
on
shows,
Peacock.
but-
Yeah, you mentioned
That's
that where did all the sitcoms go? And it's kind of funny. I watch like sports and stuff, and they show like commercials for their sitcoms. I don't watch late night TV or sitcom TV anymore, but they're still on. You just never heard of them because you just
'cause
are
they
not in that
suck.
scape, and
Yeah.
they do suck.
It's like,
They're just sitting down there. It's just-
I can't even think of one in the last 5 years. I think Tim Allen had a new one.
Oh,
if you're not in that scope
I don't know
of
who
sitcoms, you just
fucking
don't know
knows.
because
Ted.
I keep
Ted is now back.
Is it like on cable or like
Oh,
on streaming?
yeah. I thought you were
like
talking
the
about
Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
now a TV
Yeah,
show.
that's a sick-
It's a fucking TV show? Oh, yeah.
Well, I only know that because I have Peacock. I have not watched it.
It's
but-
actually pretty funny.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was going to check it out because I had no idea that was a thing
Yeah.
until you mentioned it to
Is
me
it
the other day, Paul. That was
a comedy
amazing.
or a sitcom?
I think it's a sitcom, isn't it?
I mean,
That's
I don't.
what
I guess I don't know
I
the
wouldn't
distinction
know.
between a comedy and a.
Well, I mean,
sitcom.
it would be both. I think it is a comedic sitcom. Is it?
There
not?
you go.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a 30-minute TV show that is funny.
Yeah, fair enough.
It involves situational comedy and a CG bear and someone
Yeah.
playing a young Mark Wahlberg.
I think the thing
Let's go
that
through the
we're-
first episode, guys.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the
just
first.
This is
watched
now a
the
TED
We'll,
podcast.
we'll watch it real time and
Well, I kind of want to watch it real time. Let's start it now,
Okay.
but I would really prefer no one to talk because I want
Yeah.
silence. So let's just keep
that's
it going.
perfect. We on the big ticker board where we see the listeners, it's just they're dropping down.
I'm in.
Sounds.
There's a couple left. Don't worry.
We have a
Sounds
listener ticker board.
Yeah, because
You-
obviously this is recorded live and people are listening real time.
If we
Now-
can get live metrics, that would be awesome.
Do you know how many goddamn listeners we're gonna goddamn get after they know it's in the goddamn Rocky Mountains?
Yeah.
Whoever is goddamn left, you better goddamn get off because this is goddamn going downhill.
Ooh. Yeah. God damn it.
It's not going uphill.
So let's talk about this movie for a second.
Listen to
So this
Ticker.
was directed by Rennie Harlan, the
Lickers.
director of Die Hard 2,
liquor ticker.
which is
He also did the Deep Blue Sea.
Yep, I love Deep
and
Blue
the
Sea
Long Kiss Goodnight, also
Uh-huh.
a Samuel L. Jackson movie.
and Cutthroat Island. Wasn't he married
Yeah.
to what's
To
her
Gina
name?
Davis
To
for a
Gina
while.
Davis,
Gene
yeah.
Day.
He also directed The Adventures of Ford Fairlane,
I
Wow.
was in the Andrew Dice Clay.
the
Andrew Dice,
ABC
yeah.
movie. Yeah,
That's
Andrew Dice
crazy.
Clay.
You're just saying words now.
yeah. No, I am. I know.
I would, Mike. I'm gonna write down Ford Fairlane.
Oh God, do you want to watch this movie?
Sure.
When was the last time you've seen this movie?
I think with you.
Damn.
That's fair. Yeah, the last time I saw it was with you. That movie's pretty bad. But it's got the Dice Man. Hey, hey. We can do the whole episode talking
Look
like
at
this.
them titties.
Hickory dickory dock.
Go on.
I'll stop right there. He also directed Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Just
good.
that one.
Four.
Just that one.
He got in right in time. And this movie's great.
It is okay.
And thank you for listening
Well,
to Rabbit
I have
Food
some
Sauce.
questions
you go.
about this movie.
Okay,
though.
yeah, Jeremy, let's talk about those questions.
No, when we I like.
Oh,
when
you
we
want
get
to
into it,
pepper them in? Okay.
Pepper 'em
Yeah,
in.
I'll pepper them in.
Salt
Okay.
and pepper. Onion powder.
All right, let's talk about this rock jock Sly Stallone, man.
Okay. So
Slicing and dicing.
the movie opens and we have rock jock Sly Stallone climbing some rocks.
Kind of rocks.
Big rocks.
They're minerals.
Steep rock?
Doing a
Rocky
little
Mountains.
cliff banging, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Dang right.
He's going to save some climbers that got stranded,
Some stranded souls.
who happen to be Rocky Mountain rescue people who fucking suck at climbing things for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, one of them who's a hero whose knee got
Yeah, he's like a
ruined
dicky
somehow.
knee.
Yeah.
Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah, Star-Lord's dad is there. And some broad named Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's there.
And she has a stuffed animal dog with her.
That's very important.
And this is the first time she's climbed. I want to know how the fuck she got up to where she was.
They
since this
did
is
the
her first
hardest
time
climb
climbing.
in the world.
I don't mean to correct you. It's climmed.
That was the first time she climbed.
So this was the first time she clumbed.
That's the phrase that breaks Collin.
Climmed.
Jesus Christ.
That was weird.
So in the past, we've mentioned the concept of a full bottle episode. This might be a 3-bottle episode.
Climb off your high horse, friend.
Like there were 3 bottles that were open.
Climb down from your pedestal.
Yeah.
Colin's dead.
Yeah, Collin is gone.
Just unplug it.
Oh, you ain't gonna get up from
You
that.
ain't getting up from that.
Oh, God.
Cash money.
Yeah, so Sly,
Okay.
he's got to climb up to him because there's absolutely no fucking other way to get to these people.
No. There's a helicopter there for no reason.
That's true.
And this was like the dumbest rescue in the world.
Yeah. So like all in the background there was like some chatter about like, hey, the winds are relatively high. Don't use a winch. And immediately Sylvester Stallone's like, send me the winch.
Yeah, use the winch. The wind.
Yeah.
And they do that.
Yeah.
The winch.
Yeah. That's the only note I have for this scene is that all they said was don't use the winch and they immediately did that.
Yeah, they were like, it's too windy for the helicopter, don't use the winch. The first thing they do is use the helicopter with a winch.
Yeah, why couldn't they have just like used some rope and like rappelled down to like a safer place? I mean, so this is so dumb that they're like, we're gonna fucking try this twice in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have just pushed the girl off the tower and then the same result would have happened in half the time.
That's true. They could have just killed her and just got it over with.
Or what about climbing down? Their plan was stupid right from the start. I don't understand because Stallone, this whole scene was a show off. There's the helicopters coming in and Stallone's like, I already climbed up here. They're like, He's kind of like the alpha of this rescue.
Yeah, he's
climbing.
the big dog.
True.
Yeah, he's like smooching on the other girl while his girl's in the helicopter with Uncle Frank.
But it seems like their plan to repel them to the other side of the mountain. I have no idea why they came up with this plan.
Yeah, so like they hook up like the cable from the helicopter to a piton on the thing that they're stuck on. The helicopter flies like to a peak next door and lands, and they like just kind of zip line over. Then this is their great idea. I mean, I'm not a climber,
Yeah.
and I'm not a high altitude rescue expert. Maybe this,
But
was
you know what
good
a piton
idea.
is.
Well, I worked at REI for like 5 years.
There you go.
I know how to sell climbing equipment. I would rather do most other things than actually climb anything.
At REI, the safety manual is the line, the winch, and the wardrobe. And that's what they're
Nice.
trying to do. That
Wow.
if you could actually zip line through a wardrobe, you just make it to Narnia.
It was the winch, actually.
There you go.
You're greeted by a fawn who gives you Turkish delight, sells you out.
Have you ever had Turkish delight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will officially be the longest recording in.
Absolutely. No, it's,
Oh, for sure.
it's going to be. Yeah.
We're not in great shape.
God damn it.
So, but in all seriousness, the point is like, so Hal, Michael Rooker, brought his girlfriend up to this tower. What they call them towers when they're not mountains or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you talk about him and use like his Star-Lordy reference, like I ain't your pappy? Yeah, there you go. Can you guys? That'd be
Just, can I get some whistling in the background? That'd be great.
So my question to this whole scene is Michael Rooker, he's up there with his dame who's never climbed before, and he has hurt his knee, and that's why they need rescuing. If he had not hurt his knee, how the fuck was he going to get his girlfriend
they still
down?
weren't.
They could have gone down like normal people, evidently.
Dude, whoa! This
Use the
is
stairs in the
super
back.
explained at the beginning of the film. They are chodes.
They come out and say it. We're chose.
Oh, yeah.
We can't repel down. I'm sorry.
And his little chody locks of a friend who's like, no, Sarah.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, chody locks of
Great.
a friend. It's very established. She is not an expert in anything outside of whining and complaining and stuffed animal.
And dying.
And
She did really
gravity.
good at that.
Oh,
She's great
well,
at
I mean,
gravity.
she complained all the way
she's
down.
mastered that one.
because her chode boyfriend was like, hey, you have no experience, let's climb this super tall cliff in bad weather, and my leg sucks. But
Yeah.
And the
Remember,
reason was that it was supposed to be
not his
better than
fault.
sex.
yeah.
Well, and it sounds fucking
better
it
than
sounds
sex
fucking
with him.
miserable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not great.
Well, that's why he threw out his knee. Like, he has, like, this huge, like, sex move with his knee, because he's like, let's go to the top of the cliff.
The ladies love you involving your knee in the sex.
That's his move. He brings ladies
I'm an
up to
expert
the
at the
top of the
donkey
tower.
Well, he's done it enough. That's why there's a ladder later.
That's
Boom,
true.
Collin.
Oh,
That explains
good
that.
call. Oh, wow. That's deep cut. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wow. Pay attention.
PTA is disbanded.
The PTA hasn't disbanded.
I blame Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger did it to you.
All right, so not to jump ahead, but Sarah totally dies.
Oh yeah, no, she falls off a thing.
And
it's-
Frank the pilot loves it.
Yeah, he's real fucking stoked.
Yeah, so as kids, our friends and I noticed that Frank, as I'm seeing in the back of Jeremy, is smiling
God damn.
during all of this, and it's the weirdest directorial scene. I don't even know how to phrase it. It's the weirdest framing of Frank at the weirdest moment, because Sarah falls and plummets to her death, and you see Frank, and he is just grinning.
Yeah.
Ear to ear.
Yeah, it's a Malvin grin.
and so-
like he is the devil.
And so you almost want to write it off, and that
But he does it again.
Well, yeah, he doesn't just do it again. You want to write it off like, oh, maybe that was a weird scene. And when you see it, you can't unsee it, and then it pans back, and Hal's freaking the shit out because the woman he loves, I guess, is now dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
And Frank is chuckling. He is like one step away from grabbing his belly and just like bellowing out some laughs. Like, it is.
Well, maybe she was a goddamn bitch. We don't know anything about her. You know, Frank was like, fucking finally. You know,
People fall off this mountain every other day.
You know what she said about my art? She said it sucked. Go to hell, Sarah.
She said,
Frank, your art sucks.
bananas don't eat monkeys. Monkeys eat bananas. That's how the world works.
He said it was a framing issue. I think it was just this actor. Just he,
Yeah. That's all he had.
he can't convey sadness. It's all happy for him.
And what about the guy in the bathroom, Frank? What did he ever do to you? Piss on your hush puppies? Michael J. Fox, Frighteners, thank you.
Nice.
So we are 30 minutes into this podcast.
How dare you?
And 18 seconds into this movie.
Listen,
If you don't fucking cut this
We got past
counting
our first
shit
stop,
right now,
guys.
we're gonna go into Full
Congratulations.
House.
how crazy was it that my wife and I were watching Celebrity Jeopardy and Cliffhanger ending, and that's how I got it. That clue came up, and I got the answer only because I knew we were doing Cliffhanger today. I was like, I showed you the final thing, but
Did Luis Guzman get the answer?
he did get it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
He got it wrong. He made
Wait, Cliffbanger?
he said something like cliffhanging, like something. He didn't get the second word right. Debbie Gibson did.
That's because he only went to Greendale Community College.
Yeah, again, Louise Guzman, fellow fan of the Rocky Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a statue of that guy out in front of the community college, like
There is, yeah.
Rocky Balboa at the top of the stairs in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Climb right up his nuts.
He's great in the Count of Monte Cristo.
You should brush up on his cliffhanger.
I could go
though.
for a Monte Cristo sandwich right now.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Right? A little French toast with some
God,
jelly.
Stop.
We could order from that Denny's.
By the time we're
Yeah.
done with this recording, you'll be able to get pancakes and waffles.
Yeah, I know. No shit.
Someone will buy the Breakfast King. We could go there.
Breakfast King closed down.
Yeah, someone will buy it.
Oh,
by the time we're done
no,
with this
we'll
fucking
buy it and
podcast.
reopen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So we got a dead chick, fell to her death.
Yeah, this bitch is dead now.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Gabe
her
tried to
stuffed
save
animal.
her. And, well, yeah, her stuffed animal died first.
Popcorn trick failure.
Gabe tried to save her and grabbed onto her hand, but she fell. Hal blames Gabe for this.
Yeah.
He never.
Yeah.
He doesn't. That never came up.
Hal's just angry
Hal's
that he
just
was a
kind of
fucking moron in the first place.
He's kind of a dickbag, yeah.
Gabe blamed himself, ran off to Denver or something for a
Yeah.
couple months, and then came back later.
Yeah.
What Hal's listen? So I'm gonna make a trifecta for me. We got Colorado, we got Italy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back to Chicago, because no one in Chicago really likes this. So Hal is, I'm going to reference as deep dishing it because everyone thinks it sucks. So
Well, it does.
Hal's deep dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his buffoonery and his jerkery, deep dish. Just say deep dish.
There you
The
go.
rest
He's
of it.
deep dishing it.
So yeah.
Okay.
Star-Lord's daddy's deep dishing it.
Okay.
And that is my headline.
Real deep dish move.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this bitch is dead. Fast forward 8 months later, we're at the Denver Mint.
I said, where do you go?
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
So
Mint-
is the Denver Mint building that they showed? I mean,
No,
that isn't the
absolutely
Denver Mint.
No, for sure not.
Absolutely,
yeah.
100%.
You mean is the ugliest building on earth the actual mint? That is not the Denver Mint.
I mean, I've been to the Denver Mint.
Right. So it wasn't
rob
that.
it. No,
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. For $1,000 bills.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo. Yes.
This is leading us to like one of the things that I just don't understand about this whole movie.
Eggplant
The,
motion.
And
the
so
plot
they-
of it.
Yeah, like they're making these are like, what like
Two
count
eggplant
like
emojis.
$1,000 bills that are not in circulation. They've never been created before. Like who? And they say it many times
Oh, yeah.
throughout the movie.
Tyler,
Who would want to steal
the
these? Like
creator.
no one.
John Lithgow.
Like
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like John Lithgow has experience selling bonds and diamonds and things that are sellable and able to be sold. And so what he wants to challenge or something to sell unsellable bills. Then
Okay.
you're right. They don't ever explain it, but they do say,
Yeah, like-
oh, he has the ability to do these like high crimes, but this is for sure outside of his league.
Oh, he's
Right.
not going to get up from that.
So
Yeah.
he's used to things that have like intrinsic value.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's time for inherent value.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole thing is really stupid because they're like, what is he going to do with them? Like,
yeah, like you could just there's maybe several thousands of these $1,000 bills in these.
well, I think 100%
gonna
of them
happen.
that exist are in this goddamn airplane.
that's what
Yeah,
that's what I
You
straight
just
up
like
said.
cancel the serial numbers, like
Right,
they'll
that-
just be like paper.
As we were watching this, that's what I straight up said. I was like, listen, like they said it's only used for international purposes. So this is like clearly outdated, like every which way in our standards. But it's only used for international like currency for whatever damn reason. Okay, so not a lot of people have them. So if it's flooding the currency, they would immediately know where it's coming from. And then Mike immediately said they just got it. They would have all the serial numbers. Of course they
Right.
would.
They
There's
probably
not a lot
wrote
of
them down.
Like what the shit?
And also,
Like, oh my
you
God.
can't just like spend it. You can't like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like to deposit $100 million in $1,000 bills, Mr.
If I
Bank.
knew anything from
Like
watching
you're at like a fucking
Right.
In-N-Out burger.
You
Like,
go
you change for
Go to a
$1,000 bill.
Safeway, buy a rotisserie chicken with $1,000 bill.
If
Can I
I
get change for this?
have learned
Yeah.
anything about watching the movie Blank Check, anything's possible. Sky's the
Can you
limit.
break 1,000?
That's true.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
This is when you learn about the father.
The fuck?
Oh my god.
That's not blank check.
All right.
It
So
can be.
yeah, after the treasury scene, there's $1,000 bills that's going to be shipped by plane.
Yeah,
Nobody
they're-
can steal them.
No.
And then we meet the bros.
God, I love the bros.
I like the
Bro.
bros.
like the
I know.
bros.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like the one bro.
Remember Ditch from Terminal Velocity? It's like his friends.
Yeah. So Gabe's back in town, Stallone, driving around, and we get two snow bros. Whoa, Gabe!
It's Gabe, bro.
I'm gonna drive on the other side of the road, Gabe, but it's cool. I know your rescue might kill everyone, but bro.
Yeah.
This-
None of them are looking at where they're going.
You
They're
don't
just
need
talking
So
to each
yeah,
other
of all of the
while
scenes
they're
in the
driving at
movie,
high speeds down a mountain road.
for sure, this is the most unrealistic scene in this entire movie
Because they're not
It's-
sitting in traffic on
is-
I-70.
Well, it's two people driving down a mountain road, speaking to each other in normal indoor voices, going
Yeah, no wind.
straight on a Colorado mountain road.
Colin, this is when you learn that it's not about reality. It's about Gabe just being a bad boy.
Yeah.
That, limits don't apply to him. And people's lives, they don't apply to him.
You know
This
what-
is Stallone.
You know what limits I want to apply to Gabe?
Vertical.
The ability to speak through 60-mile-an-hour winds as he's driving down a mountain road talking to two rad dudes.
His best friend was deep dishing him for the last 20 years. Yeah. and he dropped it right off a mountain where you take that deep dish. Someone's like, I brought you pizza, and you open it up, you're like, unless you're like Jeremy texting me today that he's getting goddamn Provel cheese, you take that Provel cheese and you dump it right into a cavern and you let it just die and burn.
A crevasse.
If you're gonna drop your best friend's deep dish right off of a mountain, you should at least be able to speak to rad dudes on a road going 60 miles an hour.
And he proved that.
He did.
See, that's why that's right. We turned Collin around. Collin's back in.
You can totally talk to two rad dudes driving down a mountain pass at 60 miles an hour through normal wind and physics.
Yeah.
No problem.
I like that
Windex.
With indoor voices. That's the important part.
the rad dudes were driving a Jeep that had a big smiley face on the front of it,
Because they're rad.
which I really like, because every Jeep I see has big frowny faces now. Everyone
was
makes their
surprised.
Jeep look
Really?
angry.
Wow.
The biggest surprise of this movie is that their Jeep wasn't yellow.
Yeah.
Well, things were better in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More diverse. I mean,
with slower internet and
Yeah.
Heavier
more
Jeeps.
outright racism. And
More teal jackets.
People had a lot more time to fucking base jump, man, in the 90s.
yeah, more extreme
Now they're
sports
consumed with
all
like
over,
screens,
everywhere.
you know?
That's where the X Games came from, the 90s.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's where all this radical talk came from. All these, hey, dude, come
It
on,
was so
man.
radical.
Yeah.
It was a more radical time.
you turn on MTV, there would be music videos. You'd be like, I could sympathize with these artists.
Whoa, hold
these-
up.
these
There
tent
was
city
musical
folk.
videos on MTV.
There was not.
They had the MTV
All right,
News.
that's what I thought.
Those people.
People were eating cheese out of a can.
Yeah.
What do you mean, those people?
I don't know. The news people on.
That's what I was saying. I jokingly was like, there was more outright racism. And here's Paladin Mike.
Tell you all about the news.
I feel like that got turned on me in a weird way.
Shanking the rust off his schlong again.
You think that just because these kids are living in a tent city, that they're these people? What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of that now.
Welcome to Rabbit Troop Sucks. This episode has been brought to you by Corn Cobbin.
We are trying to polarize you.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Mike,
So then Gabe goes and talks to Jess now. So he's met the bros. He's
Yeah,
going to talk to Jess.
he
And
met-
she's all like, fuck, Gabe, you're so big and strong. Why are you acting like a little bitch?
Like you're wearing a giant jacket like from Dumb and Dumber. And you're
really
being a
was
real
from
big
that.
pussy.
Yeah.
she's from Northern Exposure. I'm a huge Northern Exposure fan.
Did you have the DVD set that came with the orange vest?
I did not. I know what you're talking about now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
I love Northern Exposure.
Well, Jess is played by Janine Turner, and I would like to see her Northern Exposure.
Okay.
What do you mean by
No?
that, Jeremy?
Yeah, let
What's
us know.
going on
Can
with
you
that?
expand on that?
Fair enough. She's a very attractive woman.
Well, that's not what Jeremy said. What was I don't understand.
Something about cliffs.
You know,
Jeremy
Yeah, her
just
cliffs.
sent, Jeremy
Her-
just
her
sent
cliff
me
bangers.
a lewd drawing on a Post-it note that he just texted me.
that would be just lewd stick figures. It's about the extent of my drawing.
He also signed it as the Corn Cobbin Goblin. I don't know what that means.
That's a great name.
It's a new Spider-Man villain, but it's a different kind of Spider-Man. It's a different kind of
It is.
Spider-Verse.
Gross.
That multiverse is very vast.
Yeah, well, I mean, infinite possibilities, I guess.
Yes.
You know, it's Jesse's girl.
Yeah.
She's been there the whole time, but he left like for a year,
He's back.
and he's back, and he
For
wants
her
her.
and her horse.
He went
wants
to do
her.
a podcast. And
Well,
Like, yeah, I miss you, girl.
What the fuck was he doing in Denver?
I have no idea. What? Yeah, the whole time. Just
Yeah.
For
knows?
for
he's
months. He
podcasting
wasn't
about
climbing.
mountaineering.
pretty much.
in reality, he could have run into La-Mar in this time frame.
That's true. I did meet him. I just have no memory of it.
That's
That sucks,
sorry.
dude. You missed out.
I did.
yeah.
You could have been part of this adventure.
You could have been.
I was. I just don't remember it.
You could have been co-editor of Cigar Aficionado that he runs, which was
Is that his magazine?
Yeah, I think for a while.
Okay.
So that could have been. That
Wow.
could have been La-Mar.
Damn.
Yeah.
Missed
Rocky
out on the
Mountains.
high life.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a new time listener, I really hope this is captivating and pulling you in. I mean, if you want the most, I don't know, observant summaries, if you want If you want like Siskel and Ebert quality style, you have found it, friend. You have found it with Rabbit Troop Sucks. Goddamn son of a bitch.
I would say this is better.
Yeah.
This is a cut above Siskel
Wow.
and Ebert.
So I don't know what you guys have next.
Aggressive
but I've got
advertising.
Tango, 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 tango.
Oh yeah,
You get breaking news like Tango, Tango, Tango.
that's a lot of call outs on that. Colin.
Tango, 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 tango.
Tango. So we're in the goddamn airplane
Yeah.
with the,
Yeah, we're
the
back
fucking
there.
$1,000 bills.
Yeah.
And
There's 3 suitcases, and they have to take this giant fucking airplane.
yeah, obviously.
And we got this guy Travers, Mustachio Travers.
Yeah, that bitch.
What is he? The agent
Mustachio
for?
Travers.
I never really caught the agency that they were for.
The Treasury
Treasury
Department.
Department.
Yeah, Treasury.
I mean,
An insider for the Treasury.
He's with the Treasury, and they have like an FBI guy on board who wanted to
that's
tag
right.
along.
okay. That's the thing. Like, who's the hired arms? Like, I don't think that's the Treasury Department.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, they've got some heavy
yeah.
hitters,
They have They have like their
Really?
own like
I don't know,
SWAT team and
yeah.
everything, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. Counterfeit $20, and then see who comes and gets you. It's
Yes.
gonna be the
Blown away
Treasury
for that.
Department for sure.
Well, maybe that's what we should advertise to our listeners. Like, who could do the best counterfeiting job? This is a contest.
Knock at your
Yeah.
door. in
I
like
mean,
5
this
minutes.
is a contest, wink, that
So-
we're having, wink, wink.
What you're describing is basically we're going to do our own winners and sinners.
How? Yes.
Okay. We're going to,
I haven't listened to the episode yet.
Well,
yeah. I don't think it's aired yet.
yeah.
No, it's out now.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it just
yeah.
came out yesterday.
I don't know what the fuck day it is.
God damn it, Mike.
God damn it.
This guy's cliffhanging.
Real deep dish move.
Yeah.
We left the ending as a surprise for this week
Oh, shit. What?
as a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
God damn it.
As a cliffhanger.
Okay, so we're on this motherfucking airplane
Yeah.
with goddamn...
We got some agents.
Yeah.
So now they're all dead, and we got Travers and a pilot, and he's
Yeah,
like,
Travers kills
we're
everybody.
gonna get these $100,000 or these $1,000 bills out, and we get John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow and the guy from Cool Runnings are in a plane behind them.
That's no joke.
Yeah, and they're gonna again with the fucking winch. They're gonna just slide these suitcases of money from one plane to another.
I want to talk to the writer.
Okay.
So John Lithgow's character is named Eric Qualen.
Mm-hmm.
And did that guy just wake up in the morning and is like, I got the best asshole name in the world. His name's Eric
a great
Qualen.
asshole
He was doing Quaaludes all night.
Yeah,
so
Quaaludes.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. With his friend Eric.
I kind of want to talk about how important it is that this one random FBI guy was on this plane. Because there are probably like 2 or 3 really consequential moments.
Wait, what? The not Travers.
Not
correct. Yeah,
Travers.
Yeah.
So part of Travers getting on this plane was that he was bringing on a new guy.
Yeah, it was like some guy that was getting transferred, and he was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, he was
hitching
like
a
a
ride.
transfer.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a deadhead.
yeah.
You thought that guy was going to be the bad guy, didn't you?
Well,
Because I did. I forgot. I
No.
thought that guy was like in cahoots with Travers.
I thought he was going to be totally inconsequential, and he was not.
He kicked off this
And-
whole thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like he is inconsequential as far as like his screen time, but if you consider the plot of the movie, he is the single most important character for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the foil of the entire.
That's true. They would have gotten away with it without him.
absolutely.
Yeah.
he was the damn kids in this Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
And he kind of played it right where you didn't really, well, you knew what he was about, but you didn't expect him to be the foiler of this whole
Yeah,
it's not a hijacking, is it? But they're
It's-
stealing
it's-
$100
it is
million.
gonna
yeah,
be
for
opposite
sure
of
it's a
hijacking.
hijacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
a hijacking.
So Travers murders. He shoots this guy, the new guy, and the other agents on the plane. So it's just him and the pilot left. They link up to a surprise jet that shows up out of nowhere.
Surprise.
With
Jay.
Crystal and Eric Travers.
Yeah, with
Qualen.
Qualen. They link up, and the idea is that they're going to link the money to the plane.
Just like I would link my G.I. Joe planes, yes.
Travers is like, I'm not sending the money first. I'm gonna go. He goes to the other plane.
Kind of a smart move.
Yeah.
Great move. They're like, why didn't you send the money first? He's like, if I sent the money first, I didn't think you were gonna stay. You were gonna stick around.
And then there's like a pause too. Like there's like a notable
And
like,
he's like, no, that checks out.
Yeah.
I will.
like, and no one says anything.
Touche.
Yeah.
And the pilot comes and is getting ready to push the money. The random FBI guy, the new guy, blasts the pilot, shoots the pilot, shoots at the plane, and kills a sniper. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the single most important.
That was
part.
some slick shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
From that distance, from one plane to another, I'm not sure how the ballistics work out,
Nope.
but it just seems I'm not going to worry about that.
There was windage that he had to
There's
accommodate.
wind, and
Yeah.
it's like, I'm just saying.
There is no other slick shooting in this movie, though. Everybody else is absolutely horrible at it.
That's
Yeah.
true. They
Yeah.
get
And-
Stormtrooper with it.
You know why? Because he killed the sniper.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The
There you
one
go.
sharpshooter is gone.
Yeah.
How
No one
about
likes the
that?
sniper.
Yeah.
Fucking spawn campers.
Poor guy.
Before we leave off from this scene, I just want to say that they were connecting the two planes via wire. So they were doing a wire transfer. Of
Oh,
Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
There, I'm done
You
with that.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
God damn it.
okay.
I'm done.
Well, so, okay. The pilot falls to his death, and we all took a drink. The money also falls, and the plane's all fucked up, so they have to crash land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are inept criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you think of another big movie where in the first 10 minutes the entire plot of the movie surrounds the villains fucking up so massively?
E.T.
I
just
don't know.
wants to phone home.
I don't think E.T.'s a villain.
No, he is. He's the
Oh,
bad guy.
I'm just making side observations. E.T. just wants to phone home.
The government agents are the heroes of that movie.
I believe. Okay.
Trying to get that fucking alien out of here.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sucks.
Wow, this has been brought to you by
He's here to
Paladin
take our
Mike's racism
goddamn Reese's Pieces.
and
Here to take our
xenophobia.
children.
Yeah.
Colin, to your point, it seems like every movie where a hero is like hidden somewhere where he has to come out and like under siege, it feels like a movie where they just fuck up immediately and just let a hero just walk around.
Paul, you about to write down Under Siege.
Didn't you already do
Another Gary
Undersea?
Busey film.
Something similar to that. Yeah.
Gary Busey's the main star of that movie.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, Jeremy.
That's
never.
not bad. That's not a bad
He
example.
dresses in drag in that one.
Oh, god damn it, that's right.
Yeah.
I can think of a couple of movies where the villains just fuck up and allow the hero to, because the hero gets an advantage like that because of the villain's fuck ups. But this movie, right off the bat, yeah, they really take the cake with the
Yeah,
fuck up.
they fuck up so horribly. So horribly.
Well, it's that Dick
Such a fucking
Travers.
bad fucker.
So it was all his fault. If he had sent the money over and gotten killed like they had planned,
That's very true.
this would have been all fine.
Damn it, Travers. Take your lumps
Or if
like
he
a
just
man.
killed the people. Like, you put one in their head when they're down, man.
You
You
double
don't just
tap,
fucking,
yeah.
hey.
Well, everything goes wrong, and the plane crash lands, and they come up with this genius plan that they're going to call in for the search and rescue, and this is helmed by Hal and Frank and Jessie.
But at first, Jesse's like, Gabe, you got to go help. And she said it just like that, too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he doesn't work for this agency,
No,
right?
he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's a huge liability issue.
And she's like, if you don't do this, you'll never get off that mountain.
Metaphorically
That hit
or
home.
literally?
That was
Both.
weirdly toned, Mike.
What do you mean?
More metaphorically, as he was just distancing himself from her. And
Yeah.
she didn't like it, but he's like, yeah, I just want to take you and we can both distance ourselves away from all this madness. But she wants him to be a hero, so back into
him
the
happy.
fire.
Yeah, I mean his job was to be a hero. He just fucked up one time.
Right.
That one.
So why did they call for help?
They didn't know where they were. And they were basically like, I think they want to commandeer a helicopter or equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they very much don't know where they are. So I think it's.
They want some mountain experts.
So they
that are
figured they
familiar
needed
with
help
the
to
area.
find.
So I think they truly need help, but I do think as an audience member, we're really not told that they're going to commandeer and do this stuff. Like, we know they're up to like some nefarious stuff.
Right.
Because it's weird. So they do send up Hal and Gabe, and we'll kind of come to their like pissy moment with one another. But when they do get to John Lithgow's crew, they're like, "Ha, you're gonna take us to these bags." And I was like, probably could have done this in a slightly different way.
There's a lot of things that could be done in a slightly different way in this movie.
But
Well, so-
I'll get you to I mean, we could get to Gabe and Hal.
You're right. I think they were expecting a helicopter,
Well, yeah, you always expect a helicopter.
but the weather prevented it.
Fucking weather. Yeah, so the three cases with the money in it have like LoJack on it, and they have like an Atari tracking system.
You
I wanna talk
accurately
about this
described
thing
that.
It was like
More too.
it was like a fucking virtual.
Why
boy.
does it have that fucking
The
like
visor?
foam
Yeah,
eyepiece?
no one-
like you're
no one
supposed to like
fucking
hold it up to your eye like it's
When
some fucking
you
periscope of a
are
submarine.
running through a trench run in the Death Star, this is the only way.
Yeah.
Use the Force,
This is the
Quinlan.
only way.
You know, that wasn't the part that bothered me about it. It was that the
Well, they show it to these guys and they're like, "Do you know where these cases are at?" And they're like, "Yeah, based off this fucking like
Right, there's like
these
a-
four lines that look like a mountain." Yeah, I know exactly where the
wireframe
fucking
drawing
cases
of. Like, oh yeah, no, that's just right over here.
Well, they're familiar with Virtual Boy technology.
Yeah, they.
I kind of thought it was bullshit that Travers was like, there's 50,000 like combinations, and he somehow knows what 50,000 combinations or
Yeah,
some
He knows
algorithm?
like some
thing I didn't
passkey.
get. Or-
It doesn't make any fucking sense, Colin. I agree with you. Like this whole eyepiece thing drove me wild. It really did.
That's kind of a shame because that was your birthday present. So.
So, Jeremy, is that what drives you wild?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
little portable stuff or periscopes.
Yeah, see
I love 'em.
See you in a couple weeks.
Oh, wow.
Shit is going on.
Colin's gonna give Jeremy his Periscope present. Look into the eyepiece.
I just want to drive him wild.
What?
What?
There we go.
Okay.
So someone dies, I think.
Who does?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, there's some deaths. All right, he can move. Oh no, we skipped the FBI part. So like there's another scene of the FBI. They start explaining who this Eric Qualen is, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, that FBI guy, we actually sent him on this because we've had like some suspicions that shit was going to happen." And then that scene ends, and then Hal and fucking Sly get up there, and they get overrun, ambushed. They're like, "Hey."
That was
fucking
actually
help us.
great detective work because they were like, yeah, we detected someone scanning like this travel process, and so we thought we'd investigate that, which is
No, I mean that's good.
Yeah.
underscored brilliance on the part of that whatever
That's kind
agency
of
that was.
That's why they're the Denver Mint.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's really the case on who was working on it, but I mean, I also assume that's where they make mints.
Yeah.
And they put them on pillows.
That's where Starlight Mints come from.
I knew it.
Andy's
Andy's
owns
mints.
Denver Mint.
Paul, you say
And
that.
there's a lot of goddammits in this scene.
There
God
is.
damn
Or
it.
maybe, yeah, a lot of goddammits.
Paul, you say that, but I want you to know that when I was younger, I really thought the Denver Mint was a place where they just make mints for the pillows.
Heck yeah.
Dude, it's right down the street from the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Company. How could you not think that?
Yeah, it makes sense.
There was an old tradition in Denver that if you put your old socks and like junior mints and stuff in the bathtub, the next morning your parents would like be furious and then just like ground you. So if you want to try that,
Sound theory.
and teach that to your kids, it's extra worse if you just like turn on the bathtub or the shower for a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
You don't
All
get
the kids in Denver. It's like the Tooth Fairy. It's a coming of age thing.
Yeah, it's like, you go to the mint and you get the shredded dollar bills and you shove them down a drain and you turn the
Yes.
water on
Yeah.
and flood the house.
How many could you put in a toilet and flush at the same time? It's a little game. Mike, you don't get up from that.
No, he ain't getting up for that.
Colin's not getting up from that.
That's fucking so good.
Hey, ding dong, who's there? Candy cane killer.
Nice.
Yeah, the Candy Cane Killer appearance too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm only through one page of notes. I got 6.
That's
You
funny.
should wake up your wife.
I'm halfway through my notes.
You took more than one page of notes.
Wait, you guys take notes? Okay, so Gabe and Hal meet up with
The
Quinlan
meeting
and
of
the
the
Dicks.
meeting.
If they're a combo, they could be gal.
Yeah. That's what we call them.
I bet you could say deep dish. He was
Deep-
deep, dish
yeah.
early. Yeah.
Old fucking deep dish. And, you know, Quinlan and Crystal and Cool Runnings, they're like, you got to find the cases. We got to go find the cases. And Gabe's like, oh, it's up there.
He's used to punching meat and drinking egg yolks.
Yeah.
What do you want?
That's yeah. God damn it. So he's like, no, it's up at the top of this fucking cliff.
Mike, I swear to God, you should wear his beret that he wears from Expendables when we do these podcasts.
Okay.
Everyone vote.
Yeah,
Stallone beret.
I'll wear the Stallone beret. And because these guys are fucking morons, they're like, you know, don't give him any climbing equipment. No ice axes, no bolt gun. Take his fucking shirt, too, or whatever.
And tie a rope around
And tie a rope
ankle.
to his leg, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he'll never get that off.
To quote Bruce Springsteen, this gun's for hire, and how would you know it if you didn't strip him of his jacket and then make him climb an ice cliff?
Is that what that song is about?
Yeah, it's class.
I never understood. I can't understand what Bruce Springsteen is saying.
The Steen?
Deeper layers of lyrics.
I was working on the docks.
I don't have any sleeves.
He didn't have any sleeves on the docks.
No,
What,
you can't have sleeves on the docks. They get in the way.
Yeah.
what else was he doing?
A lot of things.
I
don't know.
kind of imagine him jumping over barrels like in Donkey Kong. Is that weird? Or he's like a
Yeah, you
big
gotta do
hammer.
that.
Yeah. No, that's what
There's a constant.
that's what
flow of
working on the
arrows
docks
in
is
docks.
like.
You just get a big sledgehammer and go insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're sending Stallone up the mountain without his shirt on and a rope tied to his ankle. And yeah, he gets up there and he finds the first suitcase. And, you know, instead of giving it to the bad guys, they're like, well, we don't need two guides anymore, so we just need one. So I think the smart thing to do, since we're standing under this giant cliff with a bunch of snow on top, is to fire a bunch of grenades up there. And they do.
Oh yeah, fucking Thor with his goddamn grenade launcher.
I actually think the real genius of the writing of Cliffhanger is how well written the villains are. They come in with a well executed plan.
Mm-hmm.
They are well trained villains with an array of well trained thugs. They think things through. They're logical. They're organized. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't see other movies with similar people and cast members.
I don't think I've ever seen such an excellent display of sarcasm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't gonna get up from that.
Yeah, so they fire these fucking grenades up into the snowbank, and this naturally would cause an avalanche, which it does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so Stallone's like, you know what? I'm gonna open up this fucking case and toss out the money, so that they're down to just 2 cases now.
But I was wondering if he kind of did that to give the idea that he's dead, that you shot up and like it blew up the case and he's dead. That am I wrong on that?
No, I mean,
You're right.
No, I think
Yeah.
that's exactly what they thought. I mean,
whether he did
They
it
should
on
have known
purpose or
better,
not,
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
their
there's
another story.
every plan that they've put in place has failed miserably so far.
Yeah.
And
It's
to
very
assume that Stallone is dead is, yeah, they should.
It's very unclear about this situation. It's very bizarre. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. I guess it buys them time. I mean, I guess if that worked, this is one of the few things that I guess paid off.
Sure.
I was like,
it was
lucky,
it was a
like,
strong move.
Yeah, like lucky enough. I guess that's how I'd phrase it. Lucky enough, this paid off, and you got away.
Well, and it did kind of pay off for the bad guys because they lost their grenade launcher guy. He fell off the
Yeah,
cliff
Thor
with
got
the
that was
yeah,
Thor,
he's
right?
gone.
It did
It had to.
not pay off for the bad guys because they lost a third of what they were supposed to have, and
But they have to pay
Yeah, but
someone less.
it was that guy's third.
Yeah, so
So
like
he's-
you're down a man, you pay someone less. couple other people went off along the way.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
it's
and they
a-
lost
it's a
the
write-off.
pilot so far.
Also, I looked on Nowhere, but if you want a reference, Thor also goes by Beefy Nugs. So
Wow.
I did note this. I think if I were to watch this again with less booze, I would really want to focus on the dollar per villain in this movie.
Okay, so you want to do some maths here.
Yeah, I want to do
Yeah.
some maths because there's 3 cases for about 100 million. So each case
$100
is
million.
worth about 33 million. Villains die throughout the entire thing. So I think if you really were looking at a dollar per villain, minus plane expenses, weapon and equipment expenses. That would be the way to
They could have
track this
fucking
movie.
got a job at Amazon.
you could sell a helicopter.
Made the same
you just
amount.
acquired that.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but I have the feeling that John Lithgow didn't factor in any portion of any of his underlings.
Oh, he was planning to
He's
kill
going to
all
take
of them.
all
Yeah.
100 million. so separating
know,
the money out.
I've seen Eric Qualen's business card, and he seems like a reputable.
Oh yeah, you would trust that guy? Yeah.
I mean, in all of his previous business endeavors are pretty paltry compared to this. So I kind of wonder if everyone had, established some level of trust.
That's true.
Yeah.
I could tell you on several occasions I worked with Eric Qualen. I was his 1-hour photo attendant, and he paid on time, and he gave me a smile every morning he picked up photos.
Oh,
We had a nice
Very
relationship.
nice.
He's a good
So
guy.
I was kind of upset to hear about the hijacking,
Nefarious deeds.
Yeah, the just
all
just
the jackings.
yeah, just the Colorado jackings across
Colorado
across the
Jack.
mountain.
Colorado Jackings is our side podcast.
Hashtag Colorado Jackings.
That's what my secret Dropbox is called.
You guys said you wouldn't. You guys said you wouldn't tell about it.
Colorado Jackings were a secret.
That's actually my underwear line. Secret Dropbox.
That's my criminal record.
Your criminal record is secret Dropbox.
It's Colorado Jack.
Wow.
So they go to the safe house.
Well, no. Okay, so after the fucking avalanche, Quinlan's like, okay, have Hal call for help. He talks to Jessie on the radio. They use like,
And she's like, Miss Scoozy.
no, it's Biscuit. There's a little bit of code. They yeah.
You're right. There is a little bit of code.
There's,
I think
there's a
Frank
little
got
bit
the
of code.
code, man.
And so Jesse's like, okay, Frank, stop drawing your fucking banana and fly me up to this goddamn house up in the mountains.
Hal House.
And Frank's like, okay, I'll stop drawing my banana that's eating a monkey. And I'll fly you up to this goddamn house.
What do you see? What eat bananas? Like this crazy coked out son of a bitch. Painting monkeys, taunting
Frank.
children, laughing at Sarah dying. I
Yeah.
don't.
No, he's a dynamic man.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, Frank.
Jesse gets up to this little, I think it's like an old mine building that turned into a museum or something. I don't fucking know.
I think it's
It
the
looked
school.
like a museum.
What was the
Yeah.
School of Mines? So come to Colorado.
They went down up to the School of
Well, that's
Mines,
where
yeah.
they study.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Hogwarts. You climb up a mountain.
Yeah.
And like wizards, you're given your own drill that you point out. Like, but the drill finds you. Like you are endued with the power of the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because people can traverse the Rocky Mountains in like seconds, Jess and Sylvester Stallone meet up at this.
Yeah, it's
when you saw
slide there.
Stallone when he was climbing up, he had the fastened like blades to his shoes.
Helped him up
Oh, those
in
little
no
tranches.
time.
So in D&D terms, he had like shoes plus 10 of haste. So
Yeah.
Like
no
plus
problem.
20 of
Yeah, he was
haste.
Kid Icarus.
He was up there.
Yeah, he's great.
He almost beat Jesse.
Yeah,
up
and
there.
and in the fucking little display case, because Stallone doesn't have a shirt on, he's like
No.
down to his little skivvy t-shirt.
Yeah.
He finds Keanu Reeves sweater from The Matrix,
Yeah,
and he throws that on.
He has like a
One
no
has a
escape.
long sleeve.
He has
shirt.
like a no escape sweater.
What did I say? What did I say?
Paul called this when we were watching.
When we were watching it, I was like, "Oh my god, Jeremy's gonna love this sweater."
I mean,
And that's one of my notes.
This is a Ray Liotta sweater.
does anyone not like this sweater? A waffle
No, this is a
style,
dope sweater. It's
long
like a
sleeve.
shawl collar,
Yeah.
Henley.
God, dude, that shit looks so
Oh,
soft.
cozy as fuck. Yeah.
He's got on a 65-year-old sweater now.
Yeah, it was a museum sweater.
Yeah.
They have to
It's from
break
a
a
fucking
glass to
museum.
get it too. But
Yeah. That's the craziest part. Is like, you know, you have this cabin in the woods or whatever. That's basically like the only shelter, and it's a museum, and you have like
And
a
who's
fucking
going to this
old
museum?
school shirt in it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a perfect example of an old school sweater.
My fashion line is Sweat Dopes by Leotes.
So is the shirt like 100 years old or what?
Yeah, it was a collectible sweater.
that's plus 10 warmth, so
Yeah.
he needed it.
Well, but you put it on and you realize it's minus 10 warmth. It's all patchy and full of holes. And
Well, it was okay when he
curse
got
It's
it.
like
know,
moth-eaten.
He kind of fucked it up along the way.
the dust is now making you feel ick.
Yeah,
There was a lot of ick.
he's got asbestos poisoning.
So,
I don't feel good.
so Gabe's got his new fun sweater, and he's hooked up with Jessie, and he's like, you know what? We got to find the second case because it's the only way to save Hal.
Do they have to crack it?
They have to crack the case. Yeah.
Oh damn it!
God damn.
Is it cold?
No,
No.
it's 80 degrees.
Well, and the fastest way to get to this case is by, again, climbing sheer cliffs.
You gotta climb.
because
There's always
that is
climbing.
the
Yeah.
easiest way
What's the
to
problem?
traverse the Rockies.
What's your what do you not get by the title? What is everyone's problem with it?
you know, there's
It's
very
not Cliff Climber.
He's doing a little cliffhanger.
there's actually very little hanging in
Yeah.
this movie. Just a lot of
It's
cliffs and
making
climbing.
you hang, friend.
Oh man!
And we've already talked about it. The main guy's name is Cliffhanger.
Yeah, he's
Gabe Cliffhanger.
He
just
just
hanging out for the rest of this fantastic
flies
movie.
helicopters and talks to damsels by horses.
damn it!
Wait, is Frank the main character of this?
Yes. This movie is about
should be.
Frank.
Frank the Tank.
Frank
This
Cliffhanger.
is Frank's mescaline-filled fever dream.
This is Frank the Tank Sr.
We don't know Frank's last name. It could be Frank Cliffhanger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Frank's a serial killer, so
I assume it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they do find this. They find the second case. They take the money. They hide the tracker in a snowman because that's a dick move.
A dick move for the bad guys.
Yeah, dick move for the bad guys. And they camp out for the night and they burn the money for warmth.
What?
Costs a fortune to heat this place.
I know. So I don't mind that they burn the money, but the way they set it up is they take a pile of the majority of the money, they light it on fire, and Gabe snuggles up to Jessie like they're going to bed. He's like, "Yeah, like it takes a fortune to like light this place." This would be literally like out in 2 minutes, like maybe less.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
like
ridiculous.
use it as kindling to light some wood
Right,
on
I'm
a fire.
like-
but-
I'm like,
he put some VHS tapes in there, so
Okay,
it lasted all night.
I'm like, yeah, you're going to bed. Like,
Also, just real quick, I think burning all this money, even though they're trying to keep it from the bad guy's hands, is still probably a crime.
oh yeah, you can't destroy money.
Yeah, they're for sure felons at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but you would think like in all reality, the government's like, I don't care if these people die. Thank God they burned that money. Like they'll go down as heroes. Like our incompetency.
You think that's what the government's gonna do? They're not gonna be like, you guys just burned a $30 million.
I think the
You're
government
felons now.
No, I think the government wants them in the end to be like, I hope they die, but we'll tell everyone they were heroes. But they're like, woo! Thank God they burned that money.
Yeah, in
That's the whole
Guantanamo
thing.
Bay, in Guantanamo Bay, they will be heroes. Like for sure, they're not.
Yeah, while they're having their nuts tased,
Yeah.
they're the heroes.
Yeah.
Well, it leads back to the whole point of this movie. Like, that money has no value
Yeah.
unless the
No, it
United
doesn't.
States says, like, hey, this money is now valuable. Like, it becomes valuable
Yeah,
when
it's
it's
a
used in
suit.
exchanges.
Yeah.
But if somebody steals, like, the prototype $1,000 bill, like, the United States is out however much it costs to just print up this money.
That's why I'm saying to what Collin said. I'm like, it's such an obscure thing. Like, if this was like more real money, like if this was $100 bills and stuff, I would have totally agree with you.
Well, you need more
like,
suitcases
Collin,
for
that
that.
is. But because
Movie
it's
been 5 hours
$1,000
long.
bills and this is essentially funny money until anyone's like, no, it's actually worth money, which is such nonsense. I'm like, the government's probably like, yeah, awesome. This is a stupid ass idea. This is worth nothing. We'll just be like, Cliffhanger was a hero. He died. But in reality, we're like, woo.
Well, someone was expecting it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been transporting it.
Yeah.
Well, right. But what was the recipient going to do with it?
I think that was.
I think it was holding value. It was like, I've got these crates of object that has this value, and that's it.
I guess that's maybe my biggest issue with this, because I feel like if the government were to want to transfer a large amount of monetary value, they would do it in gold.
Cougarants.
Yeah, that's true.
They wouldn't just print money to do it.
Wait. So your biggest problem with this movie?
Maybe I oversold the level of my problem.
Mike took a Cliffhanger bar and threw it across the room as he's like, chocolate chip my ass.
Is that if they brought $100 million in like gold flakes, that would have made this a better movie for you?
Genuinely, yes.
Gold flakes. Because little bags of gold flakes like fucking chef's gold.
Well, one
a chunk of some of like a piece of paper that said this is worth $100 million.
This is $100 million.
No, not like a fucking Willy Wonka coupon of gold. I mean, like, if the government was transferring value in funds, they would do it in gold, and it would have also made more sense for someone to steal gold than worthless paper.
This movie
Sky
takes
gold?
place in 1993. The
Yeah.
United States government hasn't dealt in gold since like the 70s or something like that.
That's fair, but we've never dealt in $1,000 bills.
You're
Yeah.
also right.
Well, not after this movie, we don't.
Yeah, they were piloting the idea here.
All of the $1,000 bills got
Can we make this
stolen in
work?
1993.
Stallone has them all.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. I think what we meant to say was not yet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Based on this.
Well, inflation,
That's a bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
The fuck are we?
We have no idea where we are.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no,
This
they
segment.
just burn the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're burning the money,
Which
and the bad
also-
guys are
okay.
sneaking up on them with night vision goggles. That's where we are.
So, to be clear, I'm pretty sure that Sylvester Stallone and Jessie are also felons at this point.
Yeah, no, they all are. No one's coming out clean here.
Yeah.
Is that the
That's okay.
tagline
Yeah.
of the movie?
No one's
No, it's-
coming out clean.
Cliffhanger. No one's coming out clean.
Um,
Brought to you by Come and Go.
They are coming and going.
Come for the bread. Stay for the milk.
Yeah, no, Colin's right. They chase them through the woods with the night vision goggles.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Stallone has to go through the crack.
He flares that guy, which La-Mar loved. He's like,
That was great.
That was awesome. Yeah,
The scream that the
That-
guy did, like he was fucking belted with dragon fire.
yeah. It was the
That's
classic like road flare to night vision goggle. It's too bright.
And then that's where people started riding each other's sleds, right?
Yeah, and then he rides him down the hill
yes.
like a sled.
Well, the other guy rides Sylvester Stallone's sled, and then
Then they trade
swap
places. Yeah,
mid-sled.
Yeah, that's the real
Did you see
cliffhanger.
that?
Holy shit, that was crazy.
Did you see that was the trivia was it was an homage to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
was it?
Not at all.
I figured it was an homage to the guy from Cool Runnings.
Oh man, that would have been more awesome.
Sanka, you dead man?
You want to kiss my egg? And it's worth noting that he rode this man down a hill like a sled for probably 7 miles.
Yeah.
Then he just walked back up.
Yeah,
Ripped his face
He
off.
ripped
yeah.
He used his face as a brake.
You know, I reached out to Burt's Bees to see if they'd sponsor us on this one.
He
I was
needs.
like,
He could have used some Burt's
and,
Bees
and,
Yeah.
and Bert was like, dude, that dude needs to go see a doctor. And I was like, okay.
because
Yeah.
he
Hopefully,
took
hopefully,
his face off.
yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah.
he's allergic to bees, so we can send the bees his way. Just hang it right there.
God damn it. That's a good call.
That's fucking
A dog with bees, and when he barks, he shoots bees out of his mouth.
Bees like that.
Yeah.
Just like Cliffhanger.
It do be like that sometimes. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff happening. They're running through the mountains. Frank decides to come for a helicopter ride and help out. He shoots at some wolves. We didn't talk about the extreme bros.
Yeah, the bros show up.
Yeah.
After they think
This is my
Stallone's
side
dead for the
moment that I
second
had.
time.
Yeah, this is the side moment I had with Collin. The bros show up that we talked about from the beginning and Hal gives the warning for them to run, and one of them is gunned down. I believe Evan is the one who survives.
They have names?
Yeah, I told
and
you.
you
they
know
don't have
them?
names.
I told Colin on the
God
side,
damn
I was
it.
like, this always bummed me out. This was like a memory I have of this movie. I was like, because they're like clearly like super best friends, like broing out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, like that.
Hey, cheesehead.
I was like, that dude's like best friend brother was like just gunned down.
Yeah.
And like, that dude's dead.
He's super dead. And the other one, Extreme Sports, skydives off of the cliff.
Yeah, but he lives.
What happens to
He could
him?
have died.
I think he
But
lives.
He gets
He
hung up
lives.
on a tree.
Well, he gets hung up on
Yeah.
a tree, and then there are wolves biting his foot, and Frank
And then
comes
Frank
along.
shows up.
But what does Frank do with him?
Frank shoots at the wolves. They leave, and he grabs them, and that's it.
But
With
then,
that guy.
but I mean, Frank. We see Frank in a minute, and he
That's
doesn't
true.
have the dude with him.
I think that
He
Frank
was eating
killed
that
that
jerky.
guy.
He left
Yeah.
him in
Frank
that tree.
ate him.
Yeah,
He had that,
He killed him and
had
cut
that-
him up for those wolves.
yeah, he had
Yeah.
that leather sack of jerky, which was awfully suspicious. I was like, did you go into town? He's like, no.
no,
I was like,
I found it.
I was like, I know you go hunting sometimes. Did you find anything? He's like, no, man.
You guys are painting a very, very
Yeah.
bad picture of Frank.
Well, I mean,
here.
he was
Let's
like
keep
covered, he was covered in
Look
blood the
at
other
the
day.
man over
He
my
was our hero
shoulder.
before.
Does that look
I
like a man
can't. I
who
don't want to
saves
look at him.
He was covered in blood the other day. I was like, this guy's probably hunting or doing something. And he just mumbled something about like mountain strawberries. I didn't think about anything, but yeah.
Wow,
Huh.
that's
It was good.
amazing.
Frank
Yeah.
killed and ate the other bro.
He did. Yeah,
That's
He
what we're
talked, he
saying.
talked about man teriyaki a lot. I did not partake, but I saw other people. Mm-hmm. Yikes.
Yeah.
Are we going to have man teriyaki when I'm in town on your
yeah.
birthday?
We got some for you.
Yeah, I mean, you are.
Good deal.
You're the man, Terry.
Show you some man teriyaki.
I did talk about having ice cream cake.
Yeah, little Fudgy the Whale,
Yeah,
Cookie Puss.
it's not right.
No,
Speaking of,
I'm aboard,
Cookie
Tuggy.
Puss.
you guys don't fuck with Carvel out here.
Look at this guy.
Okay.
I think it's like,
Oh, I
it's-
haven't seen. No,
It's all
on Netflix.
It's all the Beastie
No.
Boys song with this guy.
What
It's Cookie Puss is the song Beastie Boys.
is it? It's also a cake.
I know what it is. It's all part of it. It's all part of the song.
Okay.
No.
You guys kidding me?
Hush your mouth.
You guys franking me? Was this
Stop,
deep dish?
Stop deep dishing me, bro.
This is deep dish Friday. Eat Frank's ass.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute, asshole. Oh my god.
God damn it.
God damn it. Okay.
Then Frank shops at Dillard's.
Yeah, Frank goes to Dillard's to get some new cardigans.
He's got a funeral to
Forgot about
Yeah.
that scene.
So, okay, I mentioned earlier that Gabe had to go through the crack.
Sure.
Gabe is now fully inserted.
in the crack.
He's in the crack. deep in the crack.
This is for deep dish.
And Cool Runnings finds him in the
Oh,
crack.
boy. This scene is long and drawn out. But let's
But
go.
dope as fuck. Well,
Before Cool
the
Runnings
conclusion
gets to
is-
them, they get scared by bats. Batman's there.
Oh, yeah. but Gabe puts his hand in some guano.
Some guano.
But they get through the bat thing. And then, which Cool Runnings was it? What was his character's name? It wasn't.
The first Cool Runnings.
It wasn't
Nobody
Yul
will
Brenner,
know.
and it wasn't
Don't make us
Sanka
look good.
Coffee.
How dare you?
What was his name?
Why is it always about that?
Because you've seen Cool Runnings more than anyone.
I don't think Cool Runnings is a film.
Is it not?
Is it a film I've seen?
So John Candy from Cool Runnings is in the crack.
I know John Candy.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he's from Cool Runnings, Mike. God
John
damn.
Candy is not black.
Isn't he?
Is he not?
What are you telling me?
I don't know. God damn you
Yeah,
guys.
so they get scared by bats. They're trying to find the third case, which they do.
Yeah, they
They
do
do find the third case.
Let's case this.
As they
joint.
crawl up like a little like crevice hole, they find the third case on top. Then what's his name? Yeah, the henchman, Cool Runnings henchman, comes and is like, "Hey, I know you found this case. Like, let's make a deal. I'll just kill you and not the girl." And Sly's like, "Oh, I like that deal." No, he doesn't like that.
No,
deal.
he wasn't stoked on that deal. It was also
Doris.
It was Doris, yeah. He also implied that he would kill Sly, not kill the girl, but there might be other girl-related activities that he wasn't comfortable with.
Do you ever think Stallone uses the pickup line, "I'm gonna slide into your DMs"? Because I just think that just wrote itself.
You would have to, yeah.
Yeah.
He was born 20 years too early.
I think we could get a T-shirt line. I think we can make them upscale, like polo T-shirts.
Okay.
It could be like kind of on like
a golf shirt.
Yeah, like it'd be like embroidered on like the lapel or somewhere. And I think we could charge probably anywhere from, I would say, $700 to $900 per shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe
slide
we should
into your
look in.
DMs.
We should look into getting a partnership like Rabbit Troop Sucks and like Armani, and we can sell suits on the website.
I wanted to team up with Armani's.
The RTS Neiman Marcus line.
Yeah, it seems natural.
Yeah.
I agree. And maybe we could like do classy, like on their lapels, we could just have like a talk button, and it could be like catchphrases like "You are not going to get up from that," or
"God damn it,"
or there's Jeremy's aerial dump truck.
He says that all the time. I remember that.
Yeah, all the text messages.
Yeah.
It sounds
my tagline.
Mm-hmm. The aerial dump truck is a really hard to pull off sex move.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Many injuries.
You got to stretch out first.
A lot of fucking physical therapy.
I think everyone
other therapy.
If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be an award-winning classic episode.
I think we're gonna.
If we're not at the fucking Emmys next year.
Yeah, what award could we win? Would this be a Grammy or a Tony? Do you think, or both maybe?
A Tony, I think.
Are we going to get an EGOT for this one episode? All four?
There are specific podcasts.
A sassy.
Please tell me they call them the potties. Please call me to call them the potty.
Like real talk, the podcast awards must be the lamest fucking thing in the world.
I'm not sure what metric they use.
Do you send in a pre-recorded response?
Yes,
I think listeners can vote, so you could ask your listeners to go in and vote for you.
I've been asking our listeners to fucking like us on Apple and for a year and a half, and they still haven't done that. So
you 5 assholes out there.
We have a chance.
Yeah. Could you guys research the podcast awards and vote for us?
There you go.
Yeah, nominate us for something, you ungrateful bastards.
Wow, you guys are really aggressive. I'm just saying this. Don't deep dish us.
Dear people
that's
out
the type of hard-hitting advertising we need, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the 3 listeners out there. Ask me for my flesh. Send me your email address. We'll send it to you. You can deep dish it.
What about your flesh?
For deep dish.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It's okay. We can edit it out.
Nope, we're never doing that.
That doesn't seem right.
We only edit things when I get drunk and badmouth local businesses.
Well, we're up a mountain.
There we go.
And now it's Lithgow versus Lithgow.
Well, okay, I want to talk about Doris's death.
Doris versus Lithgow.
Who the fuck is Doris?
He's cool.
He did have his best
Runnings.
death in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So they get into a big fight.
But he gets impaled.
And Stallone's getting his fucking ass.
Stallone's getting fucking rocked.
Tight.
You said that was lame when I did it earlier, so
I
fuck you
didn't
guys.
I didn't say that at all.
Okay, this kind of reminded me a little bit about Demolition Man, where Wesley Snipes beats the shit out of John Spartan.
Yeah, and then John Spartan grabs him by the dick and slams him into a stalactite.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that happening.
Same old story.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. Yeah, he grabs him by the dick and just punches him up through a stalactite.
This was a spiritual prequel.
And then he's like drinking his innards as they fall into his face.
As he would. John Lithgow pulls a weird move kind of near this where he's like, we don't need a pilot except for me, who I also know how to fly.
Oh, he shoots his girlfriend.
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah.
Crystal, yeah.
Right after he said she would make a good wife, he just fucking murders her dead.
Everyone's dead. We have Travers running around. God damn it. We gotta get a pole, god damn it.
Yeah, Travers is like, hey, you're a fucking asshole. Like, I'm going to tell the FBI on this radio that you're a fucking asshole. And then he proceeds to, like, still, like, do what he's supposed to do for some reason. He's like, I'm going to hunt him down.
Before Quinn, whatever, fucking Quimby kills Crystal, they use Crystal as bait.
She does do good at that.
Frank is flying around in his helicopter, and he's like, oh, shit, there's a broad. She's hurt. I assume Frank would say broad, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Frank would, yes.
So he lands to help Crystal, but No, it doesn't go well. So now they have a helicopter.
Yeah, and Frank's dead.
And yeah, Frank's super dead. And then, Quimby shoots
Remember
Crystal.
my art.
This part kind of fucked me up a little bit. It's like I remember watching this around when it came out, and I was probably too young to watch it. But listening to Hal scream Frank, like
Frank, no, Frank, no.
he was,
Babe, no, babe.
He was
Babe,
so
no, babe.
good at this one thing of the genuinely like the complete hopelessness of this scene, like kind of brought something out in
Damn,
me.
it
like,
touched
as a
you.
kid.
That
Like,
came online with
It affected
Michael Rooker, is that his name?
unbelievably, yes.
Yeah. Okay. No,
And
it
I
was a
was
very
like-
emotional.
It
scene.
was like completely helpless, as like someone who he clearly knew and admired for a long time.
He wanted him
Came
to
down
finish
to
that
something
fucking
he was
banana
unable to
painting.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
was
that's not
just
getting finished.
like
Wow.
when we saw this tonight, I was just like, oh my god, like 20 years ago or whatever when I first saw this, and we had seen it a handful of times. Just like it triggered something in me. It was like, oh my god, like this is it. And that yeah.
I feel you,
it made
Collin.
me very sad.
He's a very he's an innocent character. He just got murdered just without any reason. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Hal couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was helpless.
When you realize that, you get an embroidered badge that you have become the Radish King.
Wow.
No, I've
There you
heard
go.
that. Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm king of radishes, or is that I am?
Does
a
the
radish
badge
and is
say
the king?
radish?
No,
King.
you
It's-
rule over the
Yeah.
radishes.
Oh my God. Yeah. You have a kingdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this brings me to a different kind of question. So, in the Young MC song "Bust a Move,"
Oh.
he says, "Your best friend Harry has a brother Larry. In 5 days from now, he's gonna marry. He's hoping you can make it if you can, because in the ceremony you'll be the best man." What the hell's going on in that situation?
Paul,
Your best friend Harry?
you
Why-
just
What's
bust a
that?
move.
That's true.
I get it
Yeah.
now.
That's all you
I
gotta do.
finally get it.
Yeah.
Just like Gabe did in Cliffhanger.
Yeah, he's gonna
Are you
bust a
not
move.
seeing the parallels here?
Can you expound on that a little bit?
I
I don't know if we want that to happen.
He cannot.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
I could submit like a dissertation on the like time unfolding that would have to take place for all of this to come together, but I feel Gabe does it perfectly.
I don't need a dissertation. I need you to explain this for about 30 seconds.
I need Jeremy to show it to us. Do it, Jeremy.
Oh no, no.
For the record, listeners, Jeremy is now showing it to us.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Jeremy, show more to us.
It's draped over my microphone.
Oh, Jeremy, put it away.
He's talking into it like it was a
There's a
microphone.
lot of Colin
Jeremy
seducing Jeremy and making
We've gone
promises.
off the deep dish here.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no one could deep dish like hell.
No,
That was the plan.
all along.
Yeah.
No, that one's played
Yeah, so-
out. You got to
so-
find a new one.
So Frank's dead.
Better.
The FBI is also they're roaming around the
Yeah,
mountains
Frank's
in their
super
own
dead.
helicopter too.
Yeah, the FBI and the fucking mint guys are in their own helicopter.
Yeah.
They're not really being useful at all.
No.
They're just flying around like morons.
They are, because so this them coming in was bizarre, because you would think that as a government agency they would coordinate with the locals to like find out what the fuck is going on.
Nope, didn't do that.
No,
The audacity
that's
of
true.
these fucking guys to come in.
Fucking
and
government overreach
Yeah.
right here. Well, they probably called mountain rescue, but no one was there because they were all dicking around on the
Yeah.
mountain.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
They just went to the mountain rescue office, saw the banana eating the monkey, and they're like, "This is all fucked."
Yeah,
We're all fucked.
whoever painted this is not the man we want for this.
Someone was like, finally, this is the artist that gets me. Who is this man? And they're like, he died. And he's like, I will loot all of this.
This is
art.
now worth $100 million.
That's what I also said when we're watching this. I was like, oh my God, Frank's art just like 10 times multiplier. Like, oh my God.
Did we explain that? It's a banana eating a monkey, which is the reverse of nature or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we touched
No
on
one
it.
knows what Frank's mind.
God damn.
Yeah, that's
it.
how deep it goes.
You go to
can't
the Denver
understand
Zoo,
Frank.
it explains itself.
They have an exhibit.
It
about
insists upon itself.
God
This would have been a
damn.
better movie if Quinlan somehow got that piece of artwork and sold it on like the black market for like $75 million because of Frank's death.
If this
That
movie
was
was
insane.
about
That was,
him
like, the true
stealing that
fucking thing.
art, yeah, that would have been
Well,
way better.
John Lithgow is
like
in a
fucking Ocean's
helicopter.
11 that
And I'll summarize it really quick. John Lithgow's in a helicopter, taunts some people, captures Jessie. Gabe's like, hey, dude, land here, give me Jessie, and I'll give you this cash. And John Lithgow's like, okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
So
idea.
he lets Jessie go, and Gabe's like, here's your money. And he throws in the
Bitch.
propeller blades, and it goes everywhere. And John Lithgow's like, no. Oh, no.
John Lithgow should have driven the helicopter into Sylvester Stallone.
Well, I think he was trying
He tried to. He rams into the side of a cliff. They fight on the side of it like it's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
yeah.
Well, no, because there's a ladder in the middle of this mountain for some reason.
Yeah.
And
Where do you
Sylvester
keep your
Stallone.
ladders?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not climbing.
I don't like this question.
Fucking,
It's
I'm gonna climb
the
with this
Rocky
ladder
Mountains
over here.
is nature's outdoor shit.
Yeah, but there was a winch on the helicopter that Sylvester
A
Stallone
winch and a whistle, my friend.
clipped to the ladder for some reason. The same ladder that he ended up jumping on for no reason.
There were a lot
Well,
of
he was
bad
trying to
decisions
get out of
here.
there.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
collection of
Yeah.
bad decisions leads to the end of this
Adrenaline's
movie.
high.
Well, they were good decisions for Gabe. I mean, they
No.
worked out well.
They were not good decisions.
Oh, he hooked the
All you
helicopter
do-
with a winch to the ladder to get John Lithgow from flying away.
The
or
worst
doing
decision
whatever
Gabe
bullshit.
made was to leave Denver.
You're on a mountain, and on this mountain is a ladder. And if you don't jump on the ladder, you're not connected to the helicopter that's plummeting to its death. And he jumped on the ladder.
Well, it was right there.
It was right there.
I don't really know why he had to jump onto anything.
He
but
knows.
That's very
But John
true.
Lithgow's dead.
Yeah.
And the ladder and everything is okay.
The ladder wasn't great.
It's not awesome. It's not ideal. But Hal and him are friends. And Jesse's cool.
Yeah, they're good
Yeah.
buds.
And the Treasury Department's
good
like,
buds.
hang in there.
Yeah, like we'll fly away and be useless. And then Gabe and Hal sing Jesse's Girl. And that's the end of the movie. They high five with their penises, and the movie's done.
How can I find a
touch
woman like
tips.
that?
Yeah.
Wow. A lot happened. I guess I was just writing some notes. I didn't see a lot of these things. Well,
Yeah, no,
actually-
you were eating M&Ms when that penis thing happened.
Yeah, before we wrap this up, feel free to reach out to us at any point in time at rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. Is there a movie you want us to review? Do you have some tips about some movies we saw? Is there any trivia you want to share with us? Hit us up also at rabbittroopsucks.com, the website proper. Go see some pictures, some hyperlinks, some various other things, links to merchandise. And as always, we are on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, Cliffhanger, cliffing it up. Mm-hmm. This movie's bananas.
Do you think anyone
Yes.
listening to this podcast knows what anything about this movie is about?
Yeah,
No,
because
I don't think anyone is listening to this podcast.
someone was
any
like,
longer.
I just wanted to see every time they said "God damn it" or "damn," and they were drinking along, and they were like, "I'm gonna do some shots," and they're like, "Yeah," and they're asleep now, and
Yeah.
they're in a better place.
I hope that inspired people to participate in the drinking game.
Yeah.
They fell asleep like Frank did.
Yeah. The first 30 minutes of the movie is so fucking stupid. Have a drinking game so that you can enjoy this. Because it was super fun for as nonsensical as it actually was.
They should have made a sequel. They still should. It's not too late. Hoover Dam projects.
Oh, God.
Gabe 2004.
How could that-
2024.
How could that movie be more than 30 minutes long?
It would be like Under Siege 2. Yeah.
How is he going to climb?
Dark Territory, which takes place in
Yeah,
Colorado.
where they're like,
on that
Really?
fucking
Oh,
train.
why are we reviewing that, huh?
We've talked about it. Yeah,
God damn.
It's such a fucking horrible movie.
it is.
It
It's
doesn't
really
make any
bad.
sense. Who's going to climb all over a dam? It's flat,
No,
relatively.
nothing makes any sense about this movie. So, like, I when I was a kid and I watched this movie, I loved this movie. I love like the action, Sylvester Stallone. Like it was like one of those tentpole movies you see in like the movie theater. I watch it now as like an adult with like a fully functioning brain, and I'm like, what the fuck was this movie about, man?
But
like, there's so many stupid things that happen in this movie.
Jeremy, you've got to admit, our observations as like junior high kids on Frank still hold up. Like, the shit?
I mean, Frank is timeless.
Look at the picture. Look at him.
What the shit?
Jeremy, I've been looking at him for 2 hours. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, so I watched this movie a handful of times when I was too young to watch it, and I loved this movie, and I never noticed Frank giggling at Sarah's death.
Oh yeah, he loved it.
God damn,
Frank
man.
was
he didn't
that
like
was
Sarah at all.
crazy. Yeah, fuck that bitch, I guess, according to Frank.
Yeah.
La-Mar, what's your views on Cliffhanger?
None, really.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, fuck this movie, I guess.
You know, when this movie came out, I remember this was the blockbuster of 1993. I remember this movie being advertised very heavily back then. I remember just like, this is the moment where he's gonna leapfrog Schwarzenegger and be the guy in theaters, because Stallone had a whole bunch of Rambos and Rocky is under his name, and this was the same year as Demolition Man. I just want you guys to know that we covered 1993, all of Stallone.
I didn't know. That's terrific.
So he was hitting on a high.
Yeah.
This was a big time movie. It didn't deliver back
you
then.
also
Didn't
have to
deliver
remember,
now.
like Sylvester Stallone, I believe he won a fucking Academy Award for Rocky. So like he has an Academy Award under his belt.
That's a different,
you know.
Yeah.
And we've covered Frank Stallone recently.
Cliffhanger was a top 10 movie of 1993.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Oh yeah,
Jurassic Park, Fugitive, The Firm, Sleepless in Seattle, Doubtfire, Indecent Proposal, In the Land of Fire, Aladdin, and Cliffhanger.
That was a big year for
Holy
movies.
shit.
I'm surprised I didn't see it in the theater. I was going out to see a lot of movies back then, and this one escaped me. I didn't see it until it was on TV and syndication years later, so I didn't see it properly. But overall, I thought it was just a lame blockbuster movie I watched later in life, and typical Stallone, whatever.
it is.
Jeremy and I also saw Aladdin. I could even tell you the phone call.
Nice.
Like, I'll reenact it. Da-ling, da-ling. Hello? Wanna go see Aladdin?
Hey, Jeremy.
Which one of you was that?
It was both of us simultaneously.
Yeah, Paul, I do.
Were you both high off your fucking asses?
If it's available, the Riff Raff Street Rat song is prime for
I don't buy that.
karaoke.
Wow, really?
For sure.
Okay.
I know my Aladdin.
That's crazy. Damn. My sister has seen that movie so much. I've probably seen it with her 100 times. Just in the background, it was playing, and she just have it on. It's like, wow. I think I know all those songs by heart too.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd watch it with your sister too.
With the epic running log of this movie, I'm going to highlight, everyone just seemed to love it. Mike, do you have any final views on Cliffhanger?
Yeah.
No, this is for me. I if you said tomorrow morning, do you want to watch this movie again? I would 100% do it. I fucking love this movie. It's kind of like one of the holdouts of that kind of mid 80s style of movie where it takes itself seriously, but it's fucking bonkers.
It was bonkers.
Yeah, this movie can do no wrong for me. Everything is perfect.
Anyone final notes?
Yeah, I think you're totally right. Like if you were watching this movie as someone who's trying to critique a movie, you would be in the wrong, because you would watch this movie for about 10 minutes and be like, I can't watch this movie with this perspective. I'm just going to have a good fucking time with it.
This movie is like the disco music of
that.
movies.
Yeah.
You can't try to have a musical merit conversation about disco. You just have to have a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is about. Like, there is nothing noteworthy about the filming or anything, but it's fucking rad.
Yeah, it's just cool.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
And in the end, when you're stuck on the top of a cliff, who are you going to call? It's Sylvester Stallone.
Honestly, the only bad thing about this movie is John Lithgow's accent.
Oh, it's John Lithgow is such a gem.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah, this is not good.
But I don't know what when Rennie Harlan was like, "Hey, can you talk like a total douchebag? Could you instead of your normal voice?"
Why yes I can. Well, next time we're coming at you, 1986, Solar Babies, the movie that changed the world. Are you one of the action figure owning fans? Did you go see it in the theaters? Did that even exist? Yeah. Did they even make merchandise?
Got it,
Is the answer to all of those questions no?
Solar Babies, Robert Patrick, Lucas Haas, other people's Solar Babies.
Oh, shit. Lucas Haas is great.
Hell yeah.
He's great, yeah.
And we'll be back at you. So I know we're running long in the tooth on Cliffhanger, but, we're in the Rocky Mountains. Welcome back, Colorado.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah. And as always, Rabbit Troop sucks, Cliffhanger. Rabbits? That rabbit got away. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shit, the rabbit did get away.
No, he paid $100,000 to shoot that rabbit.
Fuck that rabbit.
That's true.
No.
God damn it.
God damn it. Rabbit Troop sucks.
Rabbit Troop.